It's 11 something. It is really hot here. Okay, so throughout most of my life, I've had this habit of not thinking very highly of myself to the point where it makes my life and other people's lives more difficult. So since I've had so much time to think this holiday, I thought it would be a good idea to name 10 things about myself that I like. Surely that can't be that hard, right? I'm already nervous. Look how great I am. No, that's not what I'm saying. I'm just saying I have positive attributes. Everyone has positive attributes, including me. Okay, so let's start. Number 1, I'm 18 and I've kept myself drug, baby, and disease free up until this point. That's a definite win. I think that counts. I think that counts as one thing. Let's see. I get very excited about art and music and film. I used to think that you had to be good at these things before you could enjoy them, and that held me back for a really long time. But recently, I think I've just been learning how to enjoy these things at whatever skill level I'm at, and that's way more fun. I taught myself how to play guitar at age 12. I am pretty proud of that. That's where my interest in music started, and it wasn't anyone else's idea. I was just doing it for me because I was tired of not having any skills. I was just strumming basic chords to pop songs with some like random lead riffs here and there, but I remember practicing consistently every single day for months. And I'm actually pretty impressed that I was able to do that independently at that age. I think that's pretty cool. I laugh a lot. Sometimes that bothers me because it can make me feel a little idiotic and irritating, but my friends have often described me as a very bubbly person, so the idea that I might brighten up someone else's experience in my own way does make me really happy. And I mean, it's super fun when you can easily find something to laugh about just in your everyday life. So yeah, laughing, another win. I mean, I do think I have a pleasant smile. I mean, after 3 years of braces, I expect nothing less. I'm a lot physically stronger and fitter than I was a year ago. Which rocks, because I've had all these morphing goals since my early teens, but I've never actually had the discipline to noticeably change my physique. So the fact that I've done that this year to the point where some other people in my life can notice feels amazing. I'm pretty proud of that. I love documenting. I'm definitely always the one in the group who's pointing a camera at everyone around me, which makes me self-conscious sometimes because I guess I just look like another airhead who's not living in the moment or whatever. But I've seen that my friends and family do really appreciate the memories that I do manage to capture and share with them afterwards. I love food and I'm not picky. I will eat almost everything, or at the very least try it. I don't care how weird it looks, I don't care what culture or what country it's from, except spicy food. But that feels excusable to me. I mean, I like eating. I don't want my mouth in burning pain while I'm doing it. Veggies, meat, seafood, dairy, junk food, weird nondescript Chinese crackers that feel like styrofoam. Lay it on me. 8. I'm always ready to say sorry. Like many Homo sapiens, I make a lot of mistakes, and I often find myself in situations where I don't treat the people I love the way that I should. And sometimes it's small enough that they forget about it quickly, or they just brush it off and don't get upset, because I have great friends. But I do try and make things right whenever something like that bothers me, because I don't think my behavior should depend on how tough or forgiving other people are. There's, of course, the balance of also just letting yourself exist at the risk of sometimes being a minor inconvenience, because you can't always keep everyone happy, and that's not your fault. But yeah, if I feel like I need to, I always try and make things right, even if it is in my most awkward, bumbling way. I would do anything for my friends. I have not had a lot of close friends throughout my life, but when I do, I am fully prepared to hold your hair in the bathroom, Uber to your house at 3 a.m., fight a gorilla, buy you a meal plus dessert, sacrifice my plans for world domination, like the works. Unfortunately, in this case, I have very responsible and put together friends, so I haven't actually had the opportunity to be the hero much. In fact, more often than not, it's me that needs saving, which my responsible and put together friends do without complaint. But yeah, my heart's there. 10. I always want to be better. I think I've grown a lot this year. I've learned a lot about other people and myself, and I've seen a lot of myself that I really don't like. And at first my reaction to that was the total opposite of constructive. But now I figure that being self-aware enough to be able to deconstruct your behavior and faults is actually really cool and useful, because there's no way that I could try and be better if I didn't even know what I was doing wrong. And a big motivation for me are the people that I care about, because sometimes it's really easy to get down in the dumps about like, oh man, I'm not nearly as great as I thought I was, or as great as I thought I wanted to be. But the thought that I could be better for the sake and benefit of the people I love for someone else is actually incredibly exciting to me. And I do feel silly when I talk about it, because sometimes you can sound very introspective and deep and know yourself, man, or whatever, especially when other people aren't voicing this stuff. But you know what? It's okay, because whatever makes me a kinder, stronger, wiser person is definitely worth swallowing some misplaced pride for. I'm so glad it's recording. Oh my gosh. I thought I just did that whole thing again and it didn't record, but it did. The world is right.